Hello, children, and welcome to Storytime. Here's your host, Mr. William.
Hello, children. Welcome to Storytime. Today's story is called Timmy Makes an Oops. Sounds interesting. Let's read it together. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Timmy. Timmy loved cookies. But Mom told Timmy he could not have any cookies from the cookie jar. Why do they put cookies in jars? Cried Timmy. It's such a cliche, and it makes it so hard to ignore. Just one cookie, he thought to himself. It wouldn't hurt. But it did hurt. You see, children, when he reached for the cookies, the jar fell right onto his head. Now his head was stuck in the jar. Timmy made an oops. Having his head stuck in a jar wasn't good at all, but he didn't want to tell his mom about the oops. He decided to find another way. He smashed his head against a wall and hoped it would free him from the jar. But that was another oops. Timmy put a simply enormous hole in the wall. You really should have thought about that, Timmy. Now, Timmy has to get his head out of the jar and cover the hole in the wall. But he still did not want to tell his mom about his oopses. He wanted to find another way. He would use his family portrait to cover up the hole in the wall. But while he was moving the portrait, he made another oops. He tripped over the cat and broke the portrait. Timmy, you silly boy. But Timmy was just getting started. You see, he's a troublemaker. He came up with the brilliant idea of painting his own family portrait. With some duct tape and a few cans of paint from the garage, Timmy tried his best to be a little miniature Michelangelo. But of course, this was a disaster. The dog jumped into the paint and spread it across the room. Yikes, Timmy, you're probably going to be grounded forever. Now Timmy had to get his head out of a jar, had to cover up the hole, had to fix his family portrait, and had to clean all the paint in the house. You're never going to be able to fix this all, Timmy. You're going to have to tell your mom. No? Still? Timmy, you are a sad piece of work. Okay, what's next? You've got to be kidding me. Oh, this is rich. Timmy tried to clean the paint with a vacuum cleaner. Timmy, I thought your other ideas were bad, but this is embarrassing. Children, dare I see what happens next? Okay, fine. Heaven help us. Timmy, the vacuum caused an electrical fire that blew their house straight into space. Into space. So what do you think, children? Did Timmy finally tell his mom about his oops? Let's see. Nope. Timmy decided to put a tent exactly where his house was before and hoped his mom wouldn't find out. The end. So what's the moral of the story, children? Could you guess? Don't be like Timmy. Never be afraid to tell anyone about your oops, or it might get worse. Much worse. Bad, Timmy! Bad!
This has been Storytime with Mr. William.